I want to thank everybody for coming. I'm going to make this short. I have the mop-up. I'm going to try to add to Al's concept of giving and give you some ideas on how you could give back to the community through organizations like Unity in Motion. Some of the things that we do at Unity in Motion, I think you've heard, we partner, so you're getting leverage. I like the concept of giving to one organization of your time, talent, and treasure, and getting the benefit of many organizations. We partner with some of the best schools in the community. We partner with Girls for Teen Girls and other organizations that do really good work in the community. So when I started at Unity in Motion, my idea was, let's not recreate the wheel. Let's deal with what the community has to give. Let's combine the best the community has to give into one organization. So you get the leverage of the community's organizations that are successful. You also get volunteers. Up until this year, we had no paid employees. Unfortunately, we grew so fast that we needed one. And the right one was Al Rupel. And you see from his energy and his passion that he's willing to work for nothing. But we had to pay him something. And fortunately for us, the Helen Bader Foundation was generous enough to give us a grant to pay his salary. So to that extent, even that is somewhat leverageable, and we can use the benefit of the volunteers. You have no idea how many hours volunteers give to this particular organization. And that's their way of being paid is through community service. And by giving your time, your talent, or your treasure, you can join that group. Like every organization, I think we all need money, but we have a very efficient organization at the operating level. Our annual budgets are not that great. So what we've decided to do to fulfill the promise is to start a scholarship fund. And like tonight's event is specifically for the purpose of the scholarship fund. Another chance for you to give 100% to an organization because there is no overhead establishing the scholarship fund. The money from the scholarship fund will go directly to the institutions where the children who go to high school or college, or we actually support all kinds of institutions, including post MATC. What was the other organization we supported there?
Technical schools, colleges, or any other, whatever their dream is, we're going to try.
And so the institution itself is getting the money and not necessarily the recipient. And so there's some deal of governance there. The other thing about Unity in Motion and what we established early on was we established a governance. We have a board of directors, we have an educational committee that picks the recipients. You see from the belt system that people have to progress to earn the rewards. Everybody at Unity in Motion gives back. Everybody pays for the services they receive through the work they do, including the community service. I'm going to step back just one spot and talk to you about another time I saw Zenobia speak. Al, Dawn, and I, who were originally involved in forming this before we got a lot of the new volunteers, we decided to go to Zenobia's 8th grade graduation. And it turns out that we had no idea, but she was the commencement speaker. And we also had no idea that she had written the speech on her own because she referred to the things that are so critical to us. She referred to her success and her ability to assimilate into a new school and a new culture and new environment, but she also emphasized how important was it for her to give back to that community and the community at large. And that's a very goal-driven young woman. She was thankful for the opportunity. She was inspiring. And like Al said, I felt as if I wasn't giving to her, but she was giving to me. So I think that's what you get out of Unity in Motion. And he said it correctly. There's a certain love and a certain family. And I think just the partnerships, I don't know how many of you know how successful St. Marcus is, or how successful Howard Fuller has been, or how successful all our partners have been. But as you read the paper now, you should pay special attention. There's an initiative in Milwaukee to expand the schools that can, which is not limited to charter schools or voucher schools or public schools. It's taking the best of schools and trying to find the formula for success. And this initiative will include St. Marcus and College Prep and Milwaukee Renaissance Academy and some of the schools that we've partnered with and some of the very individuals we work with. And I think what you'll see is a lot of results. The idea is if we can do it for 350 kids, we can do it for 20,000. That's the schools that can initiative. At Unity in Motion, however, we think very small. We're not trying to change the world. When I first met Howard Fuller, he was trying to encourage me to help support some of the schools, and I said, I'm not interested in changing the world. I'm interested in changing the lives of a few people. And he said, how do you know that changing the lives of a few people won't change the world? With that kind of logic, I was committed. So with that, I'm going to end with a very quick ask. We don't have a heavy push in terms of fundraising for Unity in Motion. Most of the people that give to us give through United Way, through the Right Hand campaign. But we hold this event, this is our second. And what we've established in the back is a donation table. And not only is our program value added and leverageable, but I've included an incentive program. For those of you who are willing to give tonight, I'm willing to match up to $5,000 for the scholarship fund. And so if you go to the back table and you write your donation, I will match it up to $5,000. And we will give you a ribbon for whatever level of giving you feel comfortable doing. So with that, we're going to conclude our program. I might ask just briefly if there are any questions, we could address them. Thank you for your attention, and we're right on time.